Alright, so look, I need to be very, very clear with this, alright? Because this is another day where they're doing that low frequency talking and shocking people's heads, shocking my heart, like doing this dumbass shit, just talking shit out of nowhere. So you need to just stop doing that. You see how I'm talking and then under my voice and what I'm saying, you heard eat shit? You see how uneducated and they don't see the value of other life if it's not because of them? You see? For no reason, dude. And we have great relationships worldwide with everyone. We leave people alone, but the reason why they're mad is because I have no idea. I have no idea. You need to keep great relationships with all, honestly. Because out of nowhere, you're blaming artificial dyes, doing this, great. Now you implemented the firmness on caring for your consumption, right? Now what's in front of you has to be healthy. Animals have to be healthy. What they eat have to be healthy. What we eat have to be healthy, right? Great. Now remain in great standing with all of our great friends all over the world. Why do I say this? Because there's poison, odorless poison. They can blend it in with cleaning products while they're cleaning equipment. They can make somebody innocent forgetful, and they grab a different cleaning supply and clean it. They can do all of that shit because they're messing with people's heads. They're trying to juggle their thoughts around. They're doing that using the body as a conductor for electricity. So that's how they can use you as a phone and force like images, force videos on your brain, make you act out a certain way, make you influence your thought patterns to motivate you to go in an endeavor. So you need to keep it with God. I'm not going to be playing with anybody. And they're trying to keep me silent, but they're not. Because God wouldn't allow it. I'm the reason why everybody around the world is even alive today. I predicted the pandemic with God when God told me in 2016 with investigative proof. And it actually happened in 2020. So you're not going to fuck around with God's life. And you will be dealt with and you'll be eliminated. People can't even breathe for no reason because they talk in low frequency. They try to drag you in inside yourself by compliments and jokes, poor fucking shitty humor. And it's just a reflection of life. If you're going through that, ignore it completely. Don't be all confused and shit. You need to take leadership in yourself. Now God wants to see who you are. Be nice to everybody in front of you. Because people hold grudges for whatever reason. If you're not like that, we're not like that. We don't think that shit, right? But we see it happen. And we're not taking no for an answer. Especially when we're in your checks. Increase your wages eternally. Start there. Every pay period, $10, $20 for a guaranteed wage increase every 3 months. Teamwork. Solutions to problems. The healthy way. You see conflict, you hear conflict, you throw up billboards, go TV, internet, media, spread the good word. Kind gestures. Hazardous warnings of the obstacles we came across of poisonous plants. Hey, Pedro, Oscar, encountered in the forest, and they got ate by a lion, or they came across this plant or tree and they died. Like, dude, there's things to really be aware of other than conflicting over your own misunderstandings. Understand what you're feeling, that solves it all. That's what gives you life and privacy. That's what gives you life and privacy. That's God's love that we're seeing in each other. Great. Give it a day or two like in school, and then you'll become best of friends, or you'll understand each other to a point where, all right, teamwork. Dude, that's God right in front of you. God every turn, everywhere in the world. You keep on doing that dumb shit in real life. I'm not talking about the good word that you're spreading with firmness and laws and making sure that people don't cross the line on the internet or media. Understand, you need to keep great relationships worldwide. That suppresses disease. Because people can really be out here poisoning us and killing us slowly. Don't waste your time. All those weapons, they ain't doing shit. It was just preparation for the worst case scenario, in case if somebody else is doing it, then we all do it. Just to let them know, because that's how firm God is in education. You better think twice before you try to act all smart, because nobody gets away with shit. We want to give you a great life, God's life. Happy relationships, genuine relationships. Y'all were on flesh for the longest time. It's God every turn. What's the whole point of saying yes, you or me, and then you're going to go over there and treat our partners like shit because it's not us? And that shit immediately. God every turn, everywhere. We all build, we all cook together, we all ride bikes together, we all do everything together. No assuming, no more investigating, no more doing dumb shit like that, no more bugging people. You see how you were misled? Not anymore, dude. You need to start leading by example and taking leadership. That's short-lived. Let's go ahead and, you're going to build with us. We're going to give you a great big house. You want to keep living on it or to afford it, you're going to keep building with us for the rest of the people and detainees. If they serve time at the temporary, you ankle bracelet them until they're done with their time. And then they're always going to be working side by side. And then through that, you build great equity, great knowledgeable skills that's more effective for everybody to understand a better life that they won't lose if they keep on doing the right thing, with endless possibilities to embark on, rather than having a criminal for murder, and then you give them time, right? And then you just let them go. And you're gonna legalize everything. Marijuana, it's a healing plant. There's nothing wrong with it. People live great long lives with our teas, fruits and vegetables, with our brews, age restricted if necessary. All chemical properties. You're gonna have to let them know, hey, come to the pharmaceuticals, we'll pay you for your drugs, and then it'll be dealt with. Tested in labs is exactly what it is. If not, it's junk. Because that's all they come out to do, all this shit. Because they want money, they want a house, right? So now we're getting right to it. No time wasted. So now everything is gonna be cleaner. And just like that alone, it increases our air quality of life, our life quality, our health quality. You're gonna listen. Because a lot of you legislators passed a bill on synthetic marijuana years back, and that was proven to kill people. And what do they do to you? They just fucking let you just get away with it? No, you're gonna educate yourself, right? And I know that's how that dumbass shit started. They probably thought they were serving and protecting. That's all they had to say. And then it was fucking toxic and a healthcare risk. Fucking idiots. Anyways, stay focused. Give yourself a great life. Building. That's all it's always been that. Helping hands in manpower. Law officials, military, border patrol. We document so they can get the health care they need. So they can get the health care they need. They can be taken care of, because the people getting sick is no joke. And yeah, and we keep great relationships. The borders were established just to immediately, aid everybody in healthy living standards, so we can go ahead and, sector it out and keep our great relationships in standing, apply the firmness with military, law, border, right? Best of friends everywhere in the world. And then keeping our animals clean, our consumptions clean, making sure everybody has a home so we can get right to surveying the land and get right to building, passing down the detainees, and they're going to be corrected constantly every single day, even after their last breath. And that's how you never see crime again. You stay consistent in that good word, even after you're doing everything. Their television, their media, and keep it with God, alright? Keep it with God. Because there's some fucking idiots that think they're all fucking this and that, and they'll be eliminated. God's literally gonna deal with you very personally. You don't even deserve to live, whoever's doing that head shit. Literally. You're a piece of shit for that, man. Even if you had the right intentions, I don't even know, dude, but no. There's no excuse for it. It robs you from your present life. It keeps you from God. It's fucking junk. It's trash, man. And then sometimes, that's not even half of it, dude. Some people are just in the computers with their fucking microphones, giving orders and shit over their own paranoia. They haven't even reached the ground. And then you're sending out our good women and men. They're just setting you up to fail for no reason. How many times have you been confident, oh, we're gonna win, and dude, you both die because of from the outside. They eliminated because you can't be a healthcare risk to everybody in the world. Now you know, right? That no wars or conflict ever get won. Even if you mean the right thing and you're sent to suppress that, you're gonna be taken out by your own. It's fucked up, all right? But we literally eliminate all healthcare risks immediately. And off the problem still fucking stands. See how bullshit it is to entertain that shit? And all flights only made for commuting, healthy communication, sending lumber, harvest, animals, crops. So you have all of the surroundings around the world, landscape, healthy and good. Grass needs to be cut all the time. We need, big homes for everybody. You're gonna afford everything when you do that internal wage increase healthy. On top of that, You're going to do that with each project. You're going to be funded by each project with your contractor. You know how to do it already. Get it with your agents that abide by the market, making sure that they establish that law in the market, that somebody that is uneducated on the topic doesn't overprice it, because funds have to be distributed evenly for everybody's health. And it's all in healthcare, making sure everybody's under healthy living standards, mandatory. And you're going to get funded like that, groups of 6, whatever you think is, convenient for you and your team. And you're going to be, side by side with the detainees. We're eliminating all that shit. There's not going to be no excuse. Everybody comes out for a house, for food, to be cared for. They want a partner. Well, that partner is going to want to have, great surroundings too. So that takes you being nice to everybody in your surroundings. Everyone, no favorites. So you guys can be in good standing and enjoy your lives in peace. Everyone in the world. I mean, why do they even join the army? Why do they join these organizations that are helping hands and manpower, building, caring for people's health? Why do they join? Because they want to be great. They want a fucking house. Go on YouTube on the interview. Some people don't even know why they fucking join. We've heard some people say some dumbass shit. They just didn't know what to do. They'd rather have somebody think for them than rather think for themselves. We don't need that anymore. We need everybody equally educated. We need everybody equally knowing the importance on how you're even living in the first place. Because then we're over here taking orders from somebody that said, oh, I like to shoot guns, like all dumb. It's not even half of it. Short-lived. And then we already have one professional, experienced and seasoned, and then they don't even know anything about that. They didn't even know that that's what he said or she said on her interview. And he was saying to keep people healthy, to make sure, they have, healthy living standards and they're cared for. And then this person's out here that dies, and he didn't have to, she didn't have to. It's all how you come out to the world. I know how to never see it again with God. And we're Romans from the Bible. Understanding the Romans is understanding the law. We've already been through all of these confusions and stuff. You keep it with God and God lets you guide. God guides it for all of us in the world. Don't be looking at me, I can't do it by myself. You just have to give that leadership and right direction. And it's always common sense when shit can be thrown out the window, or hey, it is in the best interest for all of us. It really is. That's what God does for us. So of course you're always going to see great teamwork. And give it to God. I need to breathe too. You need to breathe too. You'll understand all that fame is fucking pointless without that great direction. Make it worth your position. Be there for God. And if you know the good word, you understand what's happening with all the media, with all the news reports. It's that firmness so people won't get out of line, so they know, hey, this is what happened before. So they give off scenarios as leaders. So they create like scenarios like the teachers do, like you see the like reading problem solvings, like scenarios given, like they'll embody like characters or like situations and perspectives that they're going through, and then they come out with the solution. You see, you need to know what's really going on, Because then you can't be out here fixing your mind on thinking this person's bad, that person's bad, or over there is bad when it's not. It's the good word, man. It comes in horror movies, comes in comedy, action. It's all education. It's all education. Anyways, anybody who gives orders on inflicting harm, don't listen. Especially when it's going to be a healthcare risk, because you don't know what's happening. You're on the ground establishing good friendships, good relationships. You don't know. We're not going to put anybody's life at risk over somebody's selfish ways or uneducated, impulsive. We don't know if they're impulsive. We don't, you know? So you make sure you're there and keep everybody healthy. Make sure they're under healthy living standards. You're going to increase those wages, mandatory by law. You need to follow these healthcare guidelines because you made that promise before you present yourself into the world. The whole world supports you. Everyone in the world. You come out to the world, don't freak out, because when it gets worldwide, God is teaching you and showing you. Now it's your opportunity to show God who you really are. You're a good person, every single one of you, everywhere in the world. You're a good person. When you're nice to everybody, you go through conflict, you have healthy ways to eliminate it and never see it, because you want to always just be chilling, you know? So you make sure you spread the good word on your social media, you spread your good word on YouTube, you make movies, you make short films, you make educational posts. You're in education, educating your community and surroundings. So when you come outside of the house, you know you're not wasting your time. You know when you come out of the house, you don't you just have fun. You get right to having fun. Instead of having conversations about gossiping, you have conversations about, oh, are you okay? Are you feeling healthy? Healthy foods, working out, your academics, any situation of negativity that you saw, but together you're making it into a positive outlook together. Dude, life can be very, very fun. And then that's a positive way, and that's what it is for everybody in the world. Work needs to be done. There's a humongous ocean, and those animals need to be healthy. Our land animals need to be healthy. What they eat needs to be reharvested and replanted. They're going to keep producing rapidly, just like the human race. You do not want an imbalance in men and women, in animal and life, and human life. Life, you know what I meant. Homes are getting old, they need to be wiped down, like completely demolished. Brand new construction home. Get that equity from the land, go to the banks. Even with that wage increase, you create a separate account for healthcare of your business. You already have that account of that original wage. Now you're going to make an extra account. Go to the banks, create that healthcare funding, right? For emergencies. And that's what you're going to have stashed for a guaranteed wage increase all the time Don't be getting no greedy. It's going to come in abundance to a point where it's not even going to be an issue anymore. You're going to afford everything that this world has to offer in the healthiest way, with teamwork, great friendships, and you put that on your resume. All staff, managers, owners, and no matter where else you go, you're going to apply that same teamwork to any other business that you work for. Because you're the greatest asset and you're desperately needed to produce great results for the company, to further and to ensure a great future for that company. Keep it fun, keep each other fed. And you just enjoy your day. Now all that's left to do is make friends. Now you already understand what you're feeling when you come across new life. That's normal. If you have to remain silent for a while, we don't blame you. It's all understanding. God is good all the time. God, every turn. So don't base it on your fears. If you hear this and that, they were probably being provoked like we're being provoked. And we don't even know what the fuck is going on. So you be nice to that. And you'll see a different version of that. We always do on everybody in the world. So we have lumber to dish out. If you're getting all confused on how to go about it, well, you start with the wage increases internally. All facilities, all businesses, get with your contractors, learn hands-on. They'll love to show you where it just stops with them. And they want a vacation like everybody else. When everybody's doing the same thing, work is not gonna feel like work. It's gonna feel like your day-to-day chores and the reason why you even stay alive. You wanna find peace of ass? You wanna make sure everything's healthy. You wanna make everything beautiful? Make sure everything's healthy. And you keep leading by example. That's when you start attracting something worth having. Live a life that you deserve to live. A lot of you are just adapting and shit, and it's only parts. I mean, there's nowhere else you can go. You're still coming to the world. There shouldn't be no projects at all. Meaning they call it projects like the projects like hoods and shit. Keyword projects, meaning like they're gonna be built better, and they are. Nobody's going to be homeless anymore. I can't believe people are playing with their health like that, and then they wonder why they ain't reaching past 100. Because your surroundings ain't good. Other people living in hazardous surroundings, they're building immunity to a different environment, but they come to your gatherings looking very healthy because God took care of them in that heinous environment. And then you're wondering why you got sick, because your lifestyle is healthy and where it should be. You see how God tells us? God tells you also when you're going out and you're having dates with these women and men, what's in front of you gets sick. You better know how to take care of yourself and them. You're gonna have family. Following the rules of caring for arm's reach is not even half of it. Everybody in the world has to be equally knowledgeable too, or else we feel the repercussions over their uneducated ways. Now you understand why it's important to keep our international great relationships. We can't even live without each other anyways. And those trading glorifications, it means nothing, you know that. Just get right to it, keep each other healthy. Because there's other neighbor countries that don't even need the food for thought. And they get way more done. They have way more better investments. With clear mind, clear hindsight. Because they're not diving into that ego or that false narrative of excitement. Oh, look. I mean, it's great because it shines the light on unity, friendships, togetherness. That's great. That's all it is. But if you start giving power to a different narrative that it's not, then it becomes pointless. Keep it simple, keep each other healthy. Because what's in front of you's health reflects your health. Don't try to get like sneaky or anything. Now all of your problems in the world are solved.